So we're looking now at a scenario where Brock Purdy, 5-0 last season, then he wins two playoff games. Then he goes 5-0 to start this season. So he's undefeated in his career in games that he has started and finished. Now, I've compared him before to Tom Brady. I believe he will win MVPs. I believe he will win Super Bowls. I believe he will. My prediction right now, 4 Super Bowl titles in 7 appearances. That's my actual real life prediction for Brock Purdy because I think the comps to Brady are so similar, including the amazing head coach, including star-studded roster around him, great defense. Like, I honestly, as a Seahawks fan, I am so worried about Brock Purdy. But even goats and baby goats are invincible. Or, I'm sorry, are not invincible. Nobody is invincible. Right? Tom Brady lost games. Tom Brady lost Super Bowls. So far, the only game we've seen Brock Purdy lose was against, who was it against? It was against the Eagles, and he played for one drive. So we basically never seen this guy have a bad game. It's gonna happen. I'm telling you right now, it is going to happen. And I'm gonna go out on a limb and predict that it's going to happen this week. Because even legends can be defeated. And the Seahawks, my team, we're good enough to win this division. We just need the 49ers to slip up a couple of times. I don't think we're good enough to win the Super Bowl. And I think that's where San Francisco has us beat. But we can beat the 49ers. And if a couple other teams do as well, this thing is not a wrap just yet. No matter how good Brock Purdy is, no matter how good Kyle Shanahan is, no matter how good the 49ers defense is, Seattle is a legitimate team. But we need some help, and I'm manifesting it for this very week. The Cleveland Browns taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Now, when I first heard that Deshaun Watson wasn't playing, I said, forget it, it's a wrap. Brock's going to win again. But it's not Dorian Thompson-Robinson. It's actually going to be P.J. Walker. And here's what's interesting. P.J. Walker, 4-3 in his NFL career. He is the XFL MVP, of course. 2 games stand out to me of his 4 wins. His very first start in his career with the Carolina Panthers, he defeated the Arizona Cardinals in a season in which the Panthers were 4-5. The Cardinals were 8-1 before that matchup. The Cardinals had, and it was in Arizona, the Cardinals had every reason to win that game. Not only did they lose, they got blown out, 34-10. And the other one that stands out to me, last season, P.J. Walker and the Panthers, they had 2 wins at that point. They were not playing well. They went against Tom Brady's Buccaneers and won 21-3. They beat the Brady Buccaneers, and I know Tom's team, the Bucs, ended up going 8-9, I believe, 9-8, and they barely made the playoffs, and then they lost in the first round of the Cowboys. But that does not change the fact that P.J. Walker has 2 of the biggest upsets of the season from 2021 and then again in 2022 on his resume. 24-point win on the road against an 8-1 team in his first start of the season in week 10. And then a 21-3 routing of the division-leading Buccaneers, who were led by the GOAT, Tom Brady. So Brock Purdy can win. He probably will. But P.J. Walker has shown before that he can get these out-of-nowhere upsets. He's done it twice. And I'm going to predict that this is going to be round 3 of P.J. Walker doing something that nobody would expect him to do. I've got the Browns winning this game against the 49ers. Call me crazy. Maybe I am, but he's going to lose eventually. This is a good defense, and I think P.J. Walker's capable of pulling it off. So that's my bold prediction for Week 6. The other bold prediction, Seattle-Cincinnati. This is going to be a closer game than we think. I actually think the Bengals might get the better of us. But even if the Bengals beat us, I still have all the faith in the world that the Seahawks are a great team. Like I said with Vinny the other day, I would, if the Bengals win, I would drop the Seahawks from 5 to 6 in the power rankings. I'd move the Bengals up to 5. That's what I do, right? But I'm not taking anything away if we do lose to the Bengals. If we beat the Bengals, I'll be happy. Obviously, especially if the Niners lose to the Browns. So that's the prediction. That's what we're going with, and we will see you guys in the next video.